There's no way I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna give it a fair chance though. Okay. Oh yes, I like it. As for my judgment, after my last video where I checked out NCT 127 for the first time in my life, I asked you guys in my community tab which NCT subunit should I watch next. The votes are in and today we are going to be checking out NCT Dream. Let's go. Alright, here we are and let's see what NCT Dream has to offer. Just as always with my very first impressions, I'm just going to be typing in NCT Dream into the search bar and I will be filtering for the most viewed videos and we're going to be watching the top 2 MVs from NCT Dream and that's what I'm going to be using to base my first impression off. NCT Dream. I'm not going to be looking. Where's the filter? Here's the filter. Okay, and as always, NCTU Make-A-Wish is the first one to turn up. Alright, we've got a winner. NCT Dream Hot Sauce and NCT Dream Boom. Have I? Oh no, I've watched Cherry Bomb and Boss. My head was just like, haven't I seen this already? Because somehow I kind of mixed the Boss, like the short word starting with a B-O, and Cherry Bomb, the Boom, and I was like, haven't I seen Boom already? No, that was 2 separate songs and neither of them was from NCT Dream. Man, here I was giving it my all to not look at the thumbnail to get in here without any first impression, and the first frame already shows kind of what the setup is. Anyways, here are my expectations. All I know about NCT Dream is let's summon my knowledge from the comments. You guys told me that NCT Dream is the young unit and also that they used to have like kind of a graduation system but they don't anymore. I suppose that they were planned to like be switched out when they get older and kind of graduate into the other subunits, kind of something like that, I suppose. Yeah, all I know about them basically is that they are the young guys, or well, the young concept. And as for my expectations for the song, Hot Sauce actually sounds like a song that would be really totally up my alley because it sounds like something that would slap, but also they're NCT Dream, they aren't NCT, oh wait, we said NCTU is kind of all over the place, but they aren't NCT 127 either, which were the subunit where we already kind of said, alright, they seem to be very much my style. Alright, so I guess I'm expecting this just because of the name, I'm expecting it to slap. But also because of the subunit, I'm expecting it to slap in an age-appropriate way. I don't know, brand-friendly, something like that. Well, let's see. What is it? I'm sorry, we're super early in. What is it with all the NCT songs, or with many of the NCT songs, starting with something that sounds extremely annoying and you're already like, there's no way I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna give it a fair chance though, because like Make-A-Wish and Cherry Bomb also started in a way where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. And both of them I liked a lot. Nice. Rap. We're super early in, but I already have like a million thoughts. What was the first thing that I wanted to say? It's already slipping from my brain. First up, we're starting with rap and with food. That is like 2 really big things that I love, so that is 2 big pluses for the song already. And then also the guitar, I'm not sure if I like where this is going so far. We will have to see. They continue having really nice voices. Oh, his voice is really good. It kind of has this like deepness, but it's not like the deepness where you're like, wow, it's so deep, but rather like a really soothing and just a nice kind of deepness in it. Comforting. Oh, all right. All right. Okay. I'm liking that there's so much rap in here, but also, is this actually? Yeah, this is actually. I'm just trying to scale it a bit higher. I don't think my monitor can actually do that, but I swear it isn't HD. Like, I keep getting pixels everywhere. I like his voice a lot as well. Do I know him? I swear I'm not recognizing any of the faces in here. And I mean, it's super early. Like, what am I even thinking? Why would I recognize any of the faces? I think you guys said that 2 of the people that I already know are somewhere in here. But I mean, I've only seen them like 2 days of my life so far. And the last time I've seen any of them was 2 weeks ago. So why would I recognize anyone? Still, I kind of feel bad about, like, I'll feel bad if I just keep pointing out the same people. And then there's other people that I've probably never pointed out, but I just don't know who's who. I like his voice a lot as well. I feel like one of the two has got to be Mark, but maybe also not. I'm at the point, if there's a rapper who has dark hair, I'm like, are you Mark? Because it's the only name that I remember. I'm sorry. Also, what I wanted to say is that this video kind of reminds me a lot of EXO's Coco Bop in the way that it's raining food. Yeah, that's it. That's the entire concept. That's what's reminding me of it. Wait, weren't you a rapper? Are you both? Dude, that was nice. I actually really like that effect. Okay. I like the style of this set a lot. Ooh, this is very nice. Oh, I like the very, very subtle harmonizing in here. Very nice. I need to hear it like a 3rd time, because the 3rd time is a charm. And the next couple of times that I will re-listen to that, you guys will not have to sit through it. I'll just do it privately after this reaction. Ah, yes. Yeah, that part I like. It's getting me hungry. This just really watches like an advertisement. Like, you're watching it and you feel like you're 3 minutes into like a very, very well-produced advertisement. I really low-key wish that SM actually just kind of like went onto their merch shop and just put hot sauce on there. Like, this is the NCT Dream hot sauce. I feel like that would have been the marketing move. That would have been epic. They keep using these effects and I'm loving it. That was also in Make-A-Wish. Like the color negative effects, I am so here for that. So nice. Really, just sell it. They really should. Did they sell hot sauce? Please tell me they sold hot sauce. Like, it's just a wasted opportunity if they didn't. Okay, before we're going into the second most viewed song, I have to give some thoughts on this. I have this really weird feeling where I both feel like I talked a lot and I paused a lot, but I also feel like it went really quick and I didn't really have a lot to say about it. I am in a kind of weird space with this song. I feel like visually it offered a lot, even though it had this feeling of an ad, but it was cheeky and you saw that it was the concept to kind of look like that. Visually, it looked good. No matter if you're into that kind of like fun video style or if you're more into like really super serious videos, you could see that it was high quality. That being said, the song. I'm very unsure about the song. I feel like it's the kind of song that probably if you listen to it a couple more times, it will grow on you a lot, potentially. But I have to say, I kind of kept waiting for it to do something because it kind of wasn't quite the song with like the super pretty melody, but at the same time it also wasn't the kind of song that really slaps. It was kind of really in between. I feel like I kept thinking this has potential, but I'm kind of waiting for it to do something, and whatever I was waiting for didn't happen. I feel like for me this was a bit too low-key. It was a bit too in between. I feel like this is super experimental, and I feel like it's the kind of song that you just potentially, if you have an ear like me, you might just have to listen to it a couple of times. For now, like, I didn't hate it, I didn't dislike it even, but I also cannot say that I loved it or liked it. I feel like it's like a super neutral song. The music video was fun. As for the song, I don't really have any opinion on it. Neither a positive nor a negative one. It was just kind of like the song that you heard and now I've heard it. And I might have to listen to it a couple more times and maybe that will change in the future. For now, I'm really neutral on this. Second up, we've got NCT Dream Boom. Again, the title just kind of sounds like it would slap. I don't know, they have these titles. I feel like all NCT songs that I've heard so far had these titles that just kind of scream, I'm gonna slap you. And I would like for it to slap me because the song just now, it kind of just tapped me. It was kind of like, hey Landy, hey. And I was like, yeah, I hear you. I'm just not sure what to think about it yet. I would like for this to slap a bit more. It can also stroke me if it wants to. Don't poke me. I'm not sure if I like poking. What am I even saying? Okay, let's go. Wait, no, I actually don't have any other expectations. Let's go. This kind of, I know we're 9 seconds in, looks more like NCT 127 than the one before. Because the music video before was very vibrant and colorful, and this one is kind of more, it still has a lot of colors, but the color palette in its entirety is just a bit darker and a bit more serious. Sophisticated. 숨소리조차도 음악 같은 stage 나의 땀방울은 내겐 heavy rain 언제나 hot and shine 무대 위에서 live 네 눈 이만 보다 I really like his voice. I don't think I know him yet, right? You guys said there's 2 people that I know in NCT Dream, but I'm pretty sure the deep voice guy that I pointed out in NCT 127 wasn't one of them. I don't know his name though, so I'm just basing this off the fact that he looked older. That's a very interesting voice. I feel like that's the kind of voice, once you've grown accustomed to it, you can probably recognize it anywhere. If he always sings in that style. It's very particular. It's very unique in its style. That's good for him. Okay. We're going the melodic route this time. Oh yes. Oh yes, I like it.
난 되고 싶어 모든 sorry yeah 빌어 두려움은 지워 지금 반대로 설레인 심장 시속 100km 난 모든 절망들의 VIP 기다린 종로 기다리게 하지 기억이 어디서도
Fun fact, to wait is my favorite Korean word for some reason. I just really like how it sounds. I don't want to butcher it, but it's 기다리. He just said it. I just find it flows so nicely.
난 모든 절망들의 VIP 기다린 종로 기다리게 하지 기억이 어디서도
It sounds good, right? Is it just me?
지금 우린 그 꿈에 이뤄낸 player 내 안에 난 날 향한 찬사를 외쳐 1분 1초가 느끼는 전율 danger 더 자극적인 떨림은 나 원해 우린 더 높이 be rolling 난 너의 꿈이자 꿈을 찾는 통로가 된 너의 꿈을 손에 쥐어줄 수 있어
That's actually what I meant earlier with I want a song to either slap me or be pretty in the melody. Like this song doesn't really slap me fully either, even though I feel like it slaps a bit more than the one before, like in the chorus. But it has a really, really pretty melody in it, and I very much appreciate that. It's very catchy, especially like the pre-chorus and the chorus. I like how it's not just one voice. What's wrong with my pronunciation today? I like how it's not just one voice, but it's actually several of them layered. Some of them louder, some of them not as loud, and it sounds very nice. I appreciate that a lot. It's got something about it. It's chill, but it slaps enough, just enough. Also, it has quite a couple of really nice visuals in this video in particular. The last video was also visually very good, but it was not the kind of serious video. It was more like visually impressive, but also fun. Whereas this one is more on the serious side and it just has some shots that are really pretty. This one, for example, it's actually not super hard to make this kind of shot when you're SM and you have the money. But still, like these flower shots and then also like their hair colors and their outfits just really match it. They never cease to impress me. They just always look nice. I think he's my favorite so far, but I'm also a bit afraid that I'm mixing him up because there's either he sings and raps or there's two people that just have very similar hair in this music video. But if it's two people, then both of them are my favorite so far in this video. And if it's one person, then he gets double the points. I'm just like really not sure. It's over already? So I actually just quickly went back and checked when each of these videos were uploaded, and Hot Sauce is actually pretty recent. It's only from 6 months ago. So I feel like part of the reason why it is the most viewed for NCT Dream might also just simply be because it's very recent and their fandom is really big. I don't know, but I just suppose so. I had a lot of new people in my chat, so I guess there's some of you guys out there. All right, so as for my judgment, that is really in brackets because like I'm not really judging anyone here. But anyways, for my first impression, I have to say I'm very much intrigued for NCT Dream because in between those two, I haven't really grasped the concept yet. Between like NCT U and NCT 127, I also saw that of course there isn't like one fixed absolute concept that they're trying to follow, but as for NCT 127, I felt like the two songs that I've heard so far, even though they sounded very different, they were the kind of style once you know about 127, you would probably just sort them there. Whereas with this one, I'm not really sure what the common factor between these two songs is yet. Both of the songs were, for my personal taste, a bit low-key. The second one was more up my alley than the first one, but both of them were somewhat more of the grower type songs. Why am I saying this when I've only heard them once and I do not know yet if they're gonna grow or not? Because I know my taste. For example, if I have it on while I bake a cake or something and I just hear it a couple more times, there might totally be a chance that I will end up liking it. If I actually listen to it, that is. But the thing with especially the first song is that after listening to it once, I don't really have the incentive to listen to it again yet. For now, I don't think that later today on this evening I would sit down and be like, let's listen to Hot Sauce again. I will listen to it again during editing, of course, because I have to, but I don't think that right now, after having listened to it once, it would be the kind of song where I would be like, I gotta listen to that again. The second song, NCT Dream Boom, I feel like I definitely will listen to again. That one, it definitely has some potential and I can definitely see that growing on me. A lot, that one actually, because it is both melodic and it has a bit of slap. And what do you have to positively throw in here? For NCT in general so far, it has a bunch of rap, which I definitely appreciate a lot. The first video and the second video, I actually found both of them to be pretty visually pleasing. They were very fun to watch. And I feel like for both of them, I'm gonna have a lot of fun during editing, checking them out another time. Actually, probably the first video more so than the second. While the second music video was more my visual taste, I really liked the kind of, I don't know how to call that in English other than fancy and bougie. But I did like the backgrounds that they chose for that, and I also really liked the layout of the shots that they went with. But the first one was very, very colorful. It had a lot of little tiny things in there that I feel like will be very fun to like just re-watch the video to catch again. Cherry Bomb was also very fun to just watch another time to find all of these little effects and fun bits in there. So I feel like for my final judgment, I'm gonna go with I like the second song, Boom, more, but I also like the first video, Hot Sauce, more. It's weird because Boom in theory is more up my alley visually, but I just really enjoyed watching Hot Sauce because it had so many details in there that were just really, really fun to kind of try to comprehend. So I guess, once again, it's 1 point for each. That was NCT Dream for my first ever impression. I have to say, I'm not really sure about this one yet, but I'm very intrigued to see more and kind of, yeah, figure out what NCT Dream really is about, because I feel like I don't know. I mean, of course you cannot know after 2 videos, but I felt a bit more sure about myself after NCT 127. Alright, that is all from me for today though. Please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. The next subunit that I'm going to be checking out will be Wavy. I hope I'm saying that correctly, and I'm very excited to see what more NCT has to bring to the table, because so far it's been all over the place and I'm all for that. Feel free to check out my socials down below because no one ever follows me, so please be the one to do. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you! And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.